Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to some more Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And it's, what is it? Back to the world map and into the coral place. I can't remember what it's called now. Flying Waters? It might be Flying Waters. We'll find out very soon. In terms of the side quests and stuff, I figured I would do some, not all of the side questy stuff. Mainly for my own sanity. But yeah, we'll get to see some of the story and stuff. I'm going to turn this down even a little bit more, which is going to really annoy me when I come to trying to edit the sound.
It's been a long
balancing.
day. We should make camp.
I'm fine. Let's keep going.
We won't find Mael if we're dead.
Should I make camp? Should I not make camp? I don't know. I thought that was an enemy then. Ah, yeah, so this is one of the shortcut little bridges. So there's a couple of these in the world map, which is nice. Helps you get around or get you back a little bit quicker. Anyway, Lumina, which we can't use yet, unfortunately. And we can't get into the forest, which is probably for the best. I believe that's quite a difficult side questy bit. Should I make camp? I guess I probably should for story reasons, but I'll do it just before we enter into Flying Waters. So the camp's really good for character building and that kind of stuff, but this one feels a bit empty now compared to my last ones.
I'm sorry about earlier. The beach was not your fault.
No, it was. I convinced Alan to land there.
So, we can rest a bit? But, the moon is bright. I want to keep moving.
Have you learned nothing from the beach?
No, I am not leaving Mael alone a minute longer than I have to.
But right now, it's just the two of us, and I don't want to bring Mael your corpse. We have to think every step through. The man on the beach, you saw what he did. But more than that, you saw his face. He must be, what, 50? 60? Yet he survived the Gamage. We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost everyone in an instant.
Exactly. He killed us all so easily. He doesn't need to fake a message.
Lucien. Lucien died to save me. And Tristan. Margot, they all... I am not letting Mael die out here. I'm taking her home.
What? No, no, no! We have a mission!
Oh, fuck the mission! Fuck the mission, Lune! What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take down the paintress, just the three of us? My gun and your sparks?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When. We knew not all of us would make it. But we continue. As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight, it's just Mael, she's...
Mael swore the same oath.
I know that!
She chose her life. You and I Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
Any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that? Do you?
I hope I do.
Fuck the mission. Really?
Sorry.
Very heavily emotionally charged. I don't really know what to say. But you do get to play your music here, which is always very convenient. Although, unfortunately, no spinning record. And you may have noticed it's fairly expansive, this camp area. But nothing here at the moment. And then there's also, oh yeah, there's also this bit here as well. Oh. Well, you're not meant to be here yet.
Surprised to find you here.
I hope we can trust him.
Well, at least we can upgrade our pictos.
So he's meant to be here later, the curator. But while he is here, I guess we can talk for a couple of bits. So the max level of weapons is 33. Wonder why that is. But it takes quite a lot of resources to get stuff up to that kind of level. They have different abilities and things that they do. I don't know why it doesn't show it for Gustav's ones. But for like Lune's ones, for example, it tells you what it does at different levels, and depending on how you build your playstyle effectively, it depends on how well that does. Didn't realize I had this one that was level 31, which is obviously very close to level 33. 4,800 was the one I've got in the minute. 2,498. Yeah. So I quite liked this one because it gives you a stain when you do a free shot. Not that I've done any free shots with Lune yet. Although I probably should have done that, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. And a base attack as well, because I get 2 random stains. But yeah, I've not yet found the exact one that I want to use for Lune, because I didn't really use Lune all that much towards the end of the game. So, I mean, this one gives you 2 random stains if you don't have any. It seems pretty good, and it almost is level 33. So, well, I've got enough to upgrade to level 33 as well. Tell you what, let's just use that one. I'm not tied to the special. I mean, it looks cool, obviously, but you can't always pick the stuff that looks cool. You've got to pick the ones that don't look as cool, but work really well. And basically your oh yeah, let's see a bit actually. So it scales as well based on your weapon attack scales based on your attributes, which you can upgrade every level up. And they have like two critical ones, and they vary depending on, or 2 like very important ones that vary depending on which weapon you've picked. So some of it might be defense and agility, others it might be might and luck, for example. I've seen a might and luck one, but yeah. So if you put points into them, that exponentially increases your weapons proficiency. Anyway, I'm going to take my 17 Lumina. I'm going to give it all to Lune. Things we're going to be using Luna for a bit. Kind of neglected her. You can probably tell who was neglected and who was not neglected in the last one. So that does give me a few more points to spend. I need to remember what the weapon does, because you need to try and build a cohesive strategy, right? Casting a skill increases the skill damage of all of her elements by 20%. So you want to use one and then the other. Resets when casting a skill of a previous element. Cool. I'm more bothered about the 10 and the 20 then. So I've got 21 points, which isn't too bad. I'm going to go look at point cost. So I'm going to say base shield, mainly because that should give me a shield at the start of the turn. And there's some other stuff we can do with shields as well.
The main continent.
Yeah.
Good night, Gustav.
And then when we get points, which I don't think we have any yet. No, CL's got some. But effectively, we can then put them into what we want to, effectively. But you'll see that the scaling on the right hand side increases more if you max out the ones that your weapon is most proficient in. So I've got an S tier in agility and an A tier in vitality, which means we've got a crap ton of health now, which is nice as well. I won't do learn skills because I don't think we've got anything to learn particularly. And then we'll write in the journal.
For those who come after.
And then we can head into Flying Waters. There was something else I was going to say as well, but I can't remember at the minute. But I think that was the thing about the shield, right? And so, because they're doing so much damage and can almost one-shot, or can in fact one-shot Luna, some of the more difficult enemies, I figured having the shield might be really useful. Because the shield basically takes the damage on your behalf. And this area is a bit weird, like underwater but not underwater. I did see this in some of the promotional
68.
stuff.
Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm. Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. A storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
All right, so there is... I don't remember what's actually in this area. This area, to be fair, all the areas are pretty expansive. There's a fair amount to do in them before you get to like the story stuff. And I imagine there'll be quite a few random battles as well. So these things are like chests. They get, well, not the chests, kind of. Basically, you need to destroy 3 of the shiny orby things that look like the thing that's being contained. And then you get what's inside.
Lovely.
So an extra chroma elixir, which is nice, and I've got 6 of them. So chroma elixir allows you to restore your health outside of battles, and it replenishes when you rest, which is interesting. And you also get the same for your in-battle items as well, which do replenish. I didn't really ever run out of them.
Wait. Evron. Looks like a different species.
Doesn't matter. They're between us and Mael.
Can I not see it? I've lost the Nevron.
Nice.
Oh, these guys. Yeah, these guys are a bit more of a pain to block, and they're kind of one of the first challenges. Quite a lot of damage, to be fair.
Break the cycle!
Alright, not too bad. So I get my 2 free stains, which is very nice. Not gonna lie, I literally always miss that first one on that rush
You
through.
can use that.
But one thing I will say is the music when you win the battle is very cool. Like how it modifies the main track.
Those
Oh,
mines.
bombs.
Be careful.
Sorry, mines. I don't believe they blow up or anything. Oh, you can actually walk through that one. Little Nevron holding its mine. Which you probably think you might want to sort that out. You absolutely do. Luckily, it does a heck of a lot of damage. It's possible I might get a level up at some point, which would be lovely. Oh, here's another one. Ooh. So I think even if they effectively attack me first, because I've got first strike, we're probably safe. Music seems to ramp up the closer you get to victory as well, which is
Lovely.
nice. I don't know, just like very nice quality of life bits. I guess because they've not got a. Oh, that's not as nice, is it? People on the chains, but because they've not got a kind of fanfare, so to speak, it's more of a modified track. Things are a little bit different, I suppose. All right, I don't know. Getting areas convoluted. I'm going to say we're going to beat the blacksmith now. I think that might be later.
Over there. A hut.
Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet.
Does it matter? Maya might be in there. Noko's hut.
Look. There's a door inside.
Seems empty. Let's go. Someone lives here.
A mysterious figure is watching us.
Where are we? This is...
Mael!
This is the manor. And doors that don't open. Very suspicious. Can't even try and open them. But yes, as you may have already gathered, I am fully aware of what this place is. I'm kind of, mostly. It's a bit of an enigma. But there are lots of very cool paintings. Look, there's the monolith with 33 on it. There's the casino. You're like, what? How do you know that's a casino? You'll see. Ooh, that is on the Stone Side Cliffs, actually. I don't know where the other one's from. A bit small, can't really tell. That is the Visage, that's Serene. That's Luminaire, obviously, with the tower in the background. Can't quite, from that, I can't really quite tell what that one is meant to be. But, oh, here it is. This door's open.
Mael?
Gustav? Are you real?
Oh.
Well, you sure smell real enough.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I thought that you... On the beach, I saw you and I couldn't, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have, I should have come for you, and
It's okay. It's okay.
I was worried.
Made it.
How did you end up here?
I don't know. It's all a blur. I remember everyone at the beach. Then I woke up here with him. He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictos.
What is he?
I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk.
The chroma around him. It's quite different from the Nevrons.
Alright, so we've unlocked Mael now, which is good. We've got a party of 3, finally. I think I probably will put her in maybe more traditional stuff for now. I guess I've got her Obscur one, which is quite nice. And very professional looking, but still a little bit different. Oh, and that's it. I thought that we could read that journal. We apparently can't. That door's locked as well.
How did you find me?
There was a message at the indigo tree.
Do you know who left it?
A message? Maybe. No. I don't know.
The curator.
Again. We just trained earlier. Alright, alright. But this time I have backup.
Alright, against the Curator. Wow, that did nothing. Totally no-sold that attack.
Time to hit big.
However, one of the things that perhaps I didn't mention is that Mayal is basically, I don't know, shall we see? Basically the one-hit wonder. Yeah. Things are a little bit different now than Miles on the team. Basically, the whole strategy is, I know I'm going to play it a bit differently this way through. It won't be quite like this, but is set things up for Mayal. And I'll talk through her pictos and stuff at some point.
That was fun, but I think we've had enough training today. You could come with us if you like. If that's a yes, we'll see you at the camp.
Perhaps he will. So you go back through the front door.
Go to the manor and maybe learn something.
Yeah, or we could get back to the indigo tree.
Neko's usually here. I wonder where...
Is that a gestrel?
Stop that, you big hairy brush face. Can't you see they're human? Neko's a bit dramatic, but if you're nice, Neko will trade you lots of useful items for chroma.
Trader.
So the tales are true. Perhaps the grandest in the Esquier exist too. Are there more gestrels like you? I'd love to meet them.
Maybe.
Silly squad. Their village is not far from here.
Oh, really?
Lune,
I know. Don't have time for detours.
yeah, we need to get to the paintress.
There's another sea between here and the paintress.
Noko, as the best gestural merchant ever, I bet you know a solution, yeah? Come on, you broomhead, I know you know.
Well, I guess you'll get to meet more gestrels.
Alright, the stuff of legend is true. It's not the first time that the stuff of legend is true. Luckily for you merchants, except Chroma. Yeah, so I actually don't need any of the catalysts because I've got like, yeah, quite a few of them. And not really many of my weapons that I want to use are below level 3. And so it's definitely like an early game thing. But we will fight the merchant to show you how it is. It's a one-on-one duel. Usually I would go Mael and Crush, but let's try Lune first. I'm going to regret this, I can already tell. But we'll see how it
Let
goes.
us stain them. I'm ready. A storm.
Pretty
has
big.
come.
Right, so I've got you nearly broken. Just need a way to break you now.
Ready to evade.
Well, apparently that'll do it. Alright, what you got for me? Exposing attack, level 23. The stats on that aren't the best, but, I mean, what else am I going to spend my chroma on? I've gone the wrong way now, haven't I? No.
Interesting.
Oh, there's some chroma there, so that's okay. So do we come in there? Missed them. So the path is this way? Presumably? No, that's the way we get... Oh, gosh, okay. I was thinking, this looks familiar. But a lot of the game at the minute looks familiar. Yeah, okay. So there's Noko's hut. Let's carry on this way. See Noko in a bit. When did he agree to take us to the village?
He's dead,
sort of.
Who could
agreed
have
to
done
take us to
this?
the village?
Guess.
So you didn't just stay in your mansion.
Nah.
Guess we found 68's boat.
There's a path through the boat.
That anchor doesn't look man-made.
No, it looks never on made. Anyway, let's see how this goes now.
Blades sharp.
What shall I use? I guess I could use my
Finesse.
triple attack.
Precision. I'm ready. From fire.
You get lots of cinematic deaths, which is quite nice. Oh, did I already have that sword? Oh, I did. I was thinking, I thought I already had that sword. But I did, just 8 levels lower. Yeah, I don't know whether to change Mael's... Oh, should I talk about Mael's setup? But basically, she's got most of the high-level Pictos, because all of these ones are equipped to 40, and they also give her lots of health and speed and all that kind of stuff. But... Is it a but? I don't think it's a but. I have all the stuff that allows you to do lots and lots of damage, particularly with things like Roulette, which every hit has a 50% chance... So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, to deal either 50% or 200% damage. So it's pretty good. Goes without saying, obviously, that is the reason for a lot of these very high damages. But obviously sometimes you can do less damage. So yeah, you kind of have to take the rough with the smooth. I'm not sure if I really want to add anything else. I don't tend to use her as a free shot kind of person. Break damage is increased by 20%, but then we'll lose base damage. I don't think 5 points is quite enough. See, that's pretty good. But +1 shield on being revived, that's pretty nice. And, you know, if you die, then at least you come back with a shield. No, I think I'm gonna... I don't really think she needs anything at the minute, so I'm gonna leave it as is. There's nothing that gives me too much of an advantage, and then nothing that... So I feel like we're kind of ahead of the enemy at this point, still, considerably. It'll be the chromatic enemies and the bosses and stuff that are going to be tricky.
Blades sharp.
Phantom Strike is pretty good because it does 3 void damage, which is kind of like non-elemental. You would probably know it from Final Fantasy. I guess that's kind of what it's like. And it's not definitely non-elemental. It's like non-elemental.
Nice.
And it does 3 hits and fills up the gradient gauge by 35%. So this is one of the other friendly Nevrons. Kind of friendly. So it doesn't have its mine, unfortunately. Maybe there's a way we can get it to mine. Which would be a very astute observation if you were thinking about it like that. There's a big chain. There's loads of mines around here, but it's not what we're after. How do I get back up now? I've jumped up a bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes, I totally forgot. Jumping puzzle. I was thinking, oh, there's nothing around. What's going on? But that's why. There's always a reason why things are the way they are. So some ledges allow you to climb up them, and some don't, which, if you hadn't guessed, can be pretty annoying sometimes. Ooh. Luckily, I think because we're fairly early on in the game, it's not too bad.
Well, that will help.
Oh, there's his mine. Wow, that was quick. And that's probably quicker than doing the puzzle all over again. Right, let's talk to this guy, this Nevron, and give him his mine.
It said something.
So you can choose to attack them, but I kind of feel as though if... I definitely felt this the first way around, and kind of feel like this in video games. If stuff generally doesn't attack you, then it seems like it's probably okay to leave it. So there is an enemy up on the top of the ship up there, as you can see, with his anchor. I'm pretty certain he jumps down. No. I'll have to get up there and avoid. Oh, this must be the blacksmith area, where they're forging these anchors. Yeah, there he is.
It's forging something. So they haven't.
But no messing around. Let's just get straight to it. So we've got some shields. This is another reason why free shot's really useful, to get rid of people's shields before you decide to smash them in.
The dance begins.
And let's see if Phantom Strike will destroy both of these two. Yes. So it might be a case where I have to artificially nerf my L for a bit. I mean, I could give her some of her different abilities, to be fair. Even though I very much enjoy Phantom Strike. So I've got most of her ones. So I've got ones that deal fire damage. I've got this one that does void to a single target. Applies 1 burn as well. I could change Phantom Strike for that. Because Phantom Strike's, like I say, because it gets the gradient attack up. And whenever you do a gradient attack, it still allows you to play your normal turn as well, straight after. Like, they're really, really useful if you can chain them in the right way.
What have we here?
Some more chroma. Oh. Angry boy. Angry coral boy.
Take him down.
Toughness of earth!
The dance begins.
That does an insane amount of damage. My goodness. I've made her too powerful.
Well, that will help.
But, you know, I mean, it's just part of the fun, I suppose.
Good stuff.
You come smashing through here? I can't even remember now. Oh. I don't even know if I've been down here, but I can't even remember. I can't remember this bit. I don't think I came down here. In my first playthrough. Not for want of, not because I didn't want to come down here. Make that point clear. But you can miss these slight branching passes. Branching paths? What did I say? I don't know.
I'm ready. From fire.
So when enemies are marked, you do a lot more damage to them. I mean, it might have been obvious to some people, but just letting you know.
Guess this'll do.
There we go, and broken. So you can have some abilities that, for example, give you +2 AP when you damaged a marked target or whatever. And if you also have it where your free shot does marked, like gives them the marked status, then in theory you can get back your 2 AP that you spent marking and applying the mark. Plus, obviously, all the damage that you've done. So there should be a third shiny thing. Oh, there it is.
What have
A
we
revived
here?
tint. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And the colour of Lumina. That was a very good catch, Mayo. I'll give you that one. Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, definitely don't recall that at all from the last time, but it's a nice little branching side area. Ah, here we go. Another journal.
Expedition 68, Elodie. It's a miracle any of us survived. We were caught in the maelstrom and flung from wave to wave. We lost the moon and the stars, condemned to a never-ending darkness of punishing rain and raging clouds. The Paintress sent a storm to overcome us. But it is we who have overcome the storm. After surviving that, crushing those Nevrons was almost an afterthought. Strength and resilience, it's how we survived that storm. And it's how we grabbed victory. It wasn't even a battle. It was an ink bath. We squeezed those Nevs dry. But this new one looks tougher than the others.
I wonder if we will see that new one. Try and remember
So many.
which it is.
I don't like this.
Ah, yes.
Merde. This one is gigantic.
Avoid those at all costs.
No, come on. I can take it. I mean, yeah, they're a little bit trickier, but where's your sense of adventure, guys? We're level 90 something. We're fine. Oh, it's a mime. Stupid mime. Oh, of course. Of course you would do that. Ooh, okay.
Break the cycle!
Time to hit big.
I mean, I don't know how well he should. We shouldn't be able to kill him with one hit from my elf, no matter what we use, really. Because they have quite a lot of damage resistance.
Void, take everything.
I know I also messed up the timing there, so, you know. But the key bit is, we can actually now break him, and that is the... It's the only real way to do the mimes in. Oh, we can overcharge him. Let's do
For
that.
those who come after.
Ooh, 130. Not bad.
Feel the burn.
Void, take everything.
A new haircut. I don't know if that's the one we had before. I think they kind of repeat themselves. The thing that you can do, or thing that I did with Mael before, or one of the things I tried to do with Mael, sorry, I should say, is go for like a pure burn build. So make her do a lot of burn damage, like stacked burn damage. You can get like up to 100 fairly, not easily, but you can construct ways to get up to about 100 after a couple of hits. Here it is. Oh, I should avoid them. I know, avoiding this guy. I'm going to take him on, and I'll show you what it's all about. Don't get me wrong. They're tough. They're meant to be tough. But luckily for me, I've seen it all before. Same thing as normal, though. You're going to want to try and get him broken.
Void, take everything.
Wow, that attack is stupidly powerful. So what that Neveron will do is, if he'd have had an attack at some point, he would have eaten one of the expedition. And the only way then to get them back is to break the Neveron. And he spits them back out. A little bit like the ruby weapon in Final Fantasy VII, where he takes them in the Wolf's Hand. I don't really know what to do with Mael because it kind of feels as though he's a little bit overpowered. The only thing I could do is I could just play with Mael separately, but I kind of also want to level up Lune and Gustav. I could put the difficulty up to hard or whatever it is. I don't know. Or I could take away... I need some sort of nerf, I think, for Mael. At least until we get towards the end game. So, if you are watching this and you have some ideas, let me know. This one will probably be... Oh no, I can't commit to not doing any more episodes until I've had a chance to read it. But yeah, I'll have a think about it anyway between this episode and the next episode. But feel free to offer them up, and if we make some changes later on... Oh, it's this guy. So the chromatic one of that boy is pretty difficult. Let's go. Oh, it's agility for Gustav now. That's fine. Right, where did he go? Totally and utterly lost track of him. There's quite a lot to do in this
building has a certain
section.
melancholy beauty. A lone outpost of humanity.
And then some enemies don't even get to my owl.
Great.
Oh, after a free aim hit, base attack damage is increased by 50%. So that would actually be pretty useful for Gustav. Although that doesn't really change anything because the augmented attack does exactly the same thing. Other than if I want to just learn the pictos, obviously. Is there any other reason you would do that? Let's just jump off here. There's no full damage, which is nice. And not just because we're underwater. Oh, I've just gone back. I have, haven't I? Flower field. No. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I've skipped because this is where that Nevron is.
Watch out!
Yeah. You're right.
It only attacked when...
It's coming.
When you pick the flower, Gustav.
Take him down.
Let's spill some ink. Void, take everything.
Gustav, wait! It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a paintress creation.
Putain! Damn, Maya, what was that?
It felt familiar somehow.
Gustav, we won't understand what's going on if we kill everything that moves.
Look, a red tree. The gestural village must be ahead.
You know what Nevrons are capable of.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
So yeah, so that's the way out. There's some interesting stuff in that section, actually, that make more sense now I've completed the game. But I will, yeah, leave it there. I can't remember if there is anything major that's worth... So I don't think there's any more, like, journals and stuff. I think it's okay for us to move on. We missed out on some of the side bits in there, but there's no new enemies that I'm aware of, or, like I say, or journals and stuff, so I'm happy enough. Whatever's in there is not important enough. I'm like, oh, we should definitely go and do that bit. So I'm not really all that fussed about getting all the journals and stuff. We'll get the ones that we come across and all that. The ones that are sort of embedded within the areas that you're traversing, as you traverse them, are far more impactful anyway, because you kind of get a sense of what's going on there, what has gone on there, where the stories take you, that kind of thing.
Still too far.
Being out here isn't what I expected.
As expected. Hey. You okay?
Death out here's not like death in Lumiere, is it? I thought I was used to losing people. I've had a foster child, right? But not like that. On the beach. That man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Nevrons we were prepared for, but not. And now we've finally found other survivors, and it's... You know, that's the insidious thing about the Gommage. It's predictable, almost gentle. It makes Lumiere complacent and accepting, but... The Gommage is equally violent than death. Death is just as final.
I've been having nightmares.
Yeah, me too. Look, if death approaches, I want you to run. No, promise me. Run. Especially if we meet the man from the beach. We can't face him. You see him, you run.
Only if you do the same.
Oh, I'm running as soon as I see a strand of white hair, trust me. You won't even see me, I'm running so fast.
Oh, please, you're an old man. I can outrun you any day.
Yeah, right. There was a time when 30 was young, you know?
Sure.
Thanks, Maya. Oh, dear. There's the curator. Mysterious fellow in his little cave. And this is the point in the story where you get to use him for the first time and do all the upgrades and things like that. But, I mean, we can do it now anyway. But I think, actually, I've got 3 level 33s. So, I guess, yeah, it kind of stays like that. So the only thing I could do, or one of the things I could do, is use a different weapon. Try a different strategy with my ale. Probably one that doesn't make a lot of sense. That one's pretty good, actually. In offensive stance, double the amount of burn applied, and then there's an attack that does like double burn if you're in offensive stance. So then that would also do 50% increase to burn damage, and base. You got to do base attacks. I mean, there's a way around that. It's not as effective as the one I've got currently, but the burn stuff is pretty cool, to be fair. Yeah, don't know, I have to think. Anyway, let's have a look at expedition resources. So I've got a shape of health. Oh, there we go. Maxed out the healing tint. So I imagine that will do like 80-90% of health now. It might even do 100%. I'll have to have a look next time we're in a battle, if I remember. And then I've got my 6 Colour of Lumina. And I guess I will give them to Lune. Seeing as she's quite far behind and I want to use her for the majority of this playthrough. But I will like open things up and we'll try different characters, and there's some very interesting like combinations and stuff we can try.
Told you Gestrels were real.
You did not.
Well, I thought it.
Very good.
How did the Gestrels survive out here?
I'm not sure.
I can't wait to ask them. Gestrels.
Gestrels are quite cool. So let's do... Yeah, we'll do the camp stuff, and then we'll probably end the episode because that will be very close to our hour 10 minutes, I would have thought.
For those who come after. Been a long time since I've seen you play.
A Gestrel village.
Yeah. I still can't believe they exist. I mean, what other fairy tales are real?
This is ultimately a war of information. There's still too much we don't understand. Where the paintress comes from? Why she does what she does? Who is she? 70 years and we still barely know anything.
And the man on the beach. Yeah, too many unknowns. But if we take down the paintress, at least that gives future generations a chance to unravel the mystery.
You seem better than before.
Yeah. Holding it together. Shock's worn off. A bit. We can't bring anyone back. But I thought we can keep their spirit alive by pushing forward. And at least there's 3 of us now. The mission hasn't changed.
Tomorrow comes.
Tomorrow comes.
And that's it. We will... Should we sleep? We'll sleep. Dodging is easier than parrying. Parrying. I mean...
Did Noko tell you anything more
kind
about
of
the
true.
village? Other than red trees everywhere?
Noko's not great with specifics.
We'll just have to think like Gestrels then.
Have we got the map? Oh yeah, we do. There's a bit fog of worry, but yeah, there are some other... Don't know if we can get to that bit yet. I mean, there's a red... I think that might have been the way I went last time. I can't remember now. But anyway, I know which way we're going, and we'll go that way. But we'll do that next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.